Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before starting, subscribe and like the videos, it really helps. The content from this video are taken from the web novel and manga series of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Now please enjoy the video. Part 2. And then we arrived at the innermost room. The final place that was written about in the book. A wide room. It was a room made of stone. It's square and, excluding the entrance, in front of each wall there were magic circles. However, the instant we entered, we felt the strangeness of it. In here, nothing exists beyond the magic circles. Just before this room, there was a large quantity of little devils. Enough that you would think there were over 100 little devils, as well as their eggs. Even though that's the case, in here there are just the magic circles. It's almost as if something protected the room, like some sort of sacred ground. It's before the protector guardian, isn't it? With this atmosphere, I would say so. It would be good if we remain on guard. Paul, Elinalise, and Roxy, while saying that, all tightly gripped their weapons. In front of the boss room, I wonder if all labyrinths have this eerie atmosphere. Well then, I wonder which leads to where. Geese went around checking each of the magic circles one at a time, while holding the book in one hand. The rest of us were on standby at the entrance. I'll help out. Sure, that'll help. For the time being, I participated in checking the teleportation magic circles. And, for some reason, Roxy followed along behind me, as well. If Roxy is here, then it's reassuring. How about it? They give off the same feeling as written. Geese, after asking, compared each of the magic circles to the book. Each of the 3 magic circles in order, the book has it written down like this. There are 3 magic circles. We immediately understood that 2 of those would cause a random teleportation. For that sake, we placed a stone marker in front of the magic circle that we believed to be the correct choice and stepped onto it. However, that was a trap. We were thrown into a strange room. It was a room filled with dark and elongated-bodied demons. Right, it was the nest of little devils. The instant they saw us, we soon found the stone they used as a marker. A fist-sized stone had been cleanly polished. On the surface of that, the digit 6 was carved. It was something that wasn't on the floors until now. Somehow, it's moving, isn't it? You think so? It feels ominous. Listen well, senpai. These sorts of legacies of parties that were annihilated aren't good at all. Is that Jinx? Right, it's Jinx. Well, it's not like they were annihilated though, right? While saying that, I took a good look at the magic circle in front of me. It resembled the 2-way magic circles that I've stepped on a number of times until now. But, this is different. If you step on this, then you'll be randomly teleported. Or else, maybe all of the contents of this room thrown somewhere, then, one of the remaining 2 should be the correct answer. However, these 2 very clearly have the traits of random teleport magic circles showing. Rudy, do you understand? After asked by Roxy, I shook my head. No, not at all. Though if it was Nanahoshi, then she might understand. Nanahoshi? Who is that? In the Magic University, it's someone that's researching teleport, or rather summoning. Since she's knowledgeable about magic circles, as well, she might have been able to comment on it. County, could it be she's Rudy's lover? Nanahoshi. No way, after laughing, while saying that, maybe if Nanahoshi were here then, or else Sylphy, otherwise maybe Cliff then. I ended up thinking like that. Nanahoshi and Sylphy were impossible, but it might have been good to bring along Cliff. Even now, we could still return and bring him back. Both ways it would take about 3 months. Since Cliff isn't used to traveling, then 4 months. No, even if we were to bring Cliff along, he might just tell us that he doesn't know, as well. Just in case, I did some research on teleportation in the Magic University as well, though, as embarrassing as it is, I don't understand it at all. Research on teleportation? Yeah. I see now, as expected of Rudy. Without blindly searching at random, doing something like trying to find out the source. It's not something that can be done easily. It seems there's been some misunderstanding, though. I searched the source following the advice of the Hitagami in order to cure my impotency. Since that motive was impure, it's not something that I really want to tell Roxy. Let's keep it hidden. As a student of Roxy Sensei, then, it's only natural. Even if you flatter me, nothing will come of it. Inspecting each of the magic circles had ended. How about it, senpai? Have you understood anything? No, not at all. In the first place, all of my knowledge about teleport magic circles comes from this book. As long as the answer isn't written in that book, it's outside of my knowledge. No, of course, I did research things regarding teleportation outside of that as well, though. I don't know things that I don't know. All I know is the 3 teleport magic circles in front of my eyes are different things. Even then, I saw a large quantity of Nanahoshi's magic circles. The things known as magic circles, if you change the details then the effect is different. Therefore, I can just say this. If things written in the book are true, then that would be one of these is the correct answer, though. In other words, Senpai doesn't know either. That's what it comes down to. I returned to the entrance of the room. Paul and the others there in the middle of the break were sitting down in a circle. I reported all of the things that we investigated, as accurately as I could. Che, multiple choice is it? It's multiple choice. Multiple choice huh, really? Paul, Elinalise, and Talhand were all making bad faces. Multiple choices are dangerous, aren't they? If it's like this, then even 3 options would be better. Geese said while looking up at the ceiling, something like what a weird, hat-wearing gangster might have said. I wonder if they have some kind of bad memory in relation to multiple choices. It seems possible. Is that a jinx, as well? Yeah, it's a jinx. When it comes to multiple choices, if we don't let Ghislaine select them, it will fail. With those words, Paul and the others all nodded saying, right, that's true. Ghislaine, huh. I've heard a nostalgic name. But, certainly for her, who is of the beast race, it seems she would have that sense of smell. Ghislaine, huh, at these sort of times, it's missing without her. Even though she's only useful at these sort of times, in the middle of battle without listening to directions she plunges in, she can't understand things people say. Unable to read or do calculations, when she can't understand what people are talking about she quickly snaps. But strangely when it comes to multiple choice she always gets them correct. That's a cruel way of saying it. I feel pity towards Ghislaine hearing that. For the time being since she is one of my respected shisho as well, I'd like them to stop there. Please pardon her, since she can already read, write, and do calculations now, after all. Ghislaine put in effort for it, as well. She's a child that kept tripping up as she went up the multiplication tables, but she gave it her best. And even learned up to division. Huh, I heard about that from Paul, but I won't be deceived. There's no way that Inukoro could do something an ordinary person can. I heard that previously as well, but honestly, I can't believe it either. Elinalise and Talhand were deeply in doubt. Since Ghislaine was considerably difficult to teach after all, I understand, though. However, it feels strange, as well. With all of Paul's previous party members lined up, only Ghislaine is missing. Even though Ghislaine was the only one who kept in contact with Paul after the incident, as well. The only person among Paul and the others that I knew from Buina village isn't in this place. Yeah, it's strange. Rather than something like that, what are we going to do? With Gisu's words, we return to the topic. There are 2 magic circles. Which one should we enter, huh? Rudy, even you couldn't figure it out. After asked by Paul, I shook my head. Yeah. Even though I investigated it beforehand at school, please excuse me for that. I see. Paul crossed his arms, closed his eyes, and pondered over it. And then, before even 1 minute had passed he raised his face. For now, let's try taking a majority vote to check. From what we can see here, those who think the right magic circle is good, raise your right hand. 3. We tied, each at 3. Che, if it's like this, then we can't decide it. Tusan. As expected, I don't know about deciding it using majority rule. Even if you say something like that, then, is there anyone who has an idea? With Paul's words, Elinalise raised her hand. How about entering both of them, one at a time, simultaneously? Are you saying to sacrifice someone among us? If it were Paul or I, then making use of the incense we should be able to somehow or other manage to cut out from a crowd of little devils. Entering both of the magic circles, one at a time, and then the one that's the correct answer will return. And then, if we immediately start searching for the mistaken one, there's the possibility we settle things without problems as well. It's rejected. Oh my, Rudeus, is it fine to hear the reason? For starters, there's no guarantee that either of those magic circles is the correct one. They appear to be random teleports. Unexpectedly, there's the possibility that both of those 2 are traps as well. All 3 of them are traps. The correct answer is a different room. Of course, that possibility is low. According to the book, fundamentally after you've found all of the rooms then you'll be able to proceed to the next floor. If we're to believe the author, this is the final room. However, whether it's positioning or shape, these magic circles seem different and give off an artificial feeling. That's right, I'm caught on something. I wonder if it would really just come down to a simple multiple choice of luck. If they've gone out of the way to prepare a fake 2-way magic circle, Then wouldn't it be fine for there to be just one other as the real thing, I wonder? As the answer to a puzzle, isn't having 3 of them just pointless, I wonder? No, it's not as if it's an escape game. There's no obligation for the Labyrinth to have prepared a hint, I guess. Then, Rudeus. Do you have any kind of ideas? No, but just a bit longer. Won't you wait a bit longer to come to a conclusion? But, I'm caught on something. I have the feeling that I'm forgetting something. Until I remember that, I feel that simply stepping foot on one of the 2 options is dangerous. The moment 2 people step foot on them, there's the possibility that everyone in the room will be teleported at random, as well. In the teleport labyrinth, if you don't make use of teleportation you can't get around. There might even be a room you can only reach using a random teleport, as well. I want to try investigating it a bit more. I requested that, and, alright, Rudy. We'll leave it to you. Before anyone else did, Paul was the first one to agree. That's it guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more and don't forget to like the videos.